Imagine a man who looked like he belonged in politics, not a courtroom. A man who smiled for cameras, charmed his way through interviews, and convinced people around him that he was incapable of hurting anyone, all while hiding one of the darkest double lives in American history. This is the true story of Ted Bundy, how a handsome, charismatic law student became one of the most infamous criminals the world has ever known. While I'm telling you the story of Ted Bundy, please leave a like to this video and subscribe to our channel. We are growing together with stories of criminal world. Ted Bundy didn't look dangerous. He was intelligent, well-spoken, and knew exactly how to make people trust him. He studied psychology, worked on political campaigns, volunteered at hotlines, and even helped search for missing people, while secretly being the reason they were missing. Bundy built an identity around being the nice guy, the helper, the future leader. But behind closed doors, a much darker obsession was growing. Bundy believed he deserved power, admiration, and control. And when life didn't give it to him, he created a fantasy world where he could take it. He began targeting young women, usually those who looked similar, long hair, parted in the middle. He approached them in public places, often pretending to be injured or needing help. He weaponized kindness. He weaponized trust. He weaponized charm. Every encounter fed an ego that believed he was smarter than everyone around him, including law enforcement. When women began disappearing from Washington and Oregon, police had almost nothing to work with. Witnesses described a smooth-talking man with a cast of crutches, driving a Volkswagen Beetle, introducing himself simply as Ted. Bundy moved from state to state, Washington, Utah, Colorado, Idaho, Florida, leaving a trail of disappearances that law enforcement struggled to connect. It was the first time America realized a person could travel faster than information. He blended into crowds, entered college campuses, and even studied law to learn how investigators worked. His confidence grew, his thrill intensified, and soon, even careful planning wasn't enough for him anymore. Bundy was finally arrested in Utah during a routine traffic stop. Inside his car, tools no ordinary person would carry. But Ted Bundy believed he was unstoppable, and in a shocking display of arrogance, he escaped custody twice. First, he jumped out of a courthouse window during a hearing. Months later, he crawled through a light fixture in his jail cell. Each escape fueled his belief that he was untouchable. Bundy fled to Florida using stolen identities, hiding in plain sight. There, his behavior escalated dramatically. He entered a university sorority house and committed one of the most brutal crime sprees in U.S. history. Within weeks, Florida police captured him again, and this time he wasn't getting away. Bundy's trial became the first nationally televised courtroom event, and Bundy performed. He fired his lawyers. He questioned witnesses himself. He smiled for cameras. He treated the courtroom like a stage and the public like his audience. Despite the overwhelming evidence, Bundy tried to turn the trial into a celebrity act. But this time, nobody was buying it. He was convicted. And then came the moment that stunned the world. Bundy proposed to his girlfriend in the middle of the courtroom during testimony. Under Florida law, the proposal counted as legally binding marriage. It was one final attempt to control the narrative. While on death row, Bundy continued to manipulate interviewers and investigators, offering confessions only when it benefited him. He tried to blame everything on addiction, trauma, or mysterious forces. But eventually, the mask began to crumble. Bundy could no longer hide behind charm or intelligence. His final interviews revealed the truth. He knew exactly what he had done, and he enjoyed the power it gave him. On January 24, 1989, Ted Bundy was executed at Florida State Prison. Crowds gathered outside cheering, a rare moment when the public agreed on something. Ted Bundy changed the way America understood danger. He proved that evil doesn't always look frightening. Sometimes it smiles. Sometimes it shakes your hand. Sometimes it helps you with your books. Bundy left behind a legacy of pain, fear, and suffering. But his story taught future investigators how to profile and track serial offenders more effectively. Ted Bundy wanted to be remembered, and he is, but not as the charming success he pretended to be. He is remembered as a man who hid monstrous intentions behind a perfectly normal face. We are revealing true crime stories continuously. Please keep in touch with stories of criminal world.